everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today we'll see one of the more dangerous passing offenses. The Steelers are top 10 in passing TDs, and they go up against a Colts defense that will need to be on its game.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Dobbs now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield. Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
And the wideout in motion. They'll fake it. Now Luck. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked #1 against the run. but it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Now it's Luck. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt first down. So the chains are on their sides. It's 1st and goal from the 6. Now a handoff looking right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Andrew Luck, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On play action, it's Dobbs. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
Flex round. Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. Let's run it. Le'Veon Bell. Kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he'll get it all the way way down inside the 35-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
This is Bell. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 78 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Let's go!
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
I don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And his throw here is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Hilton goes in motion right. On 2nd and 10, Locke. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And just like that, it's third down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Love. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play.
Third and goal from the 5. Maybe a little play action. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Ohio! Here we go! Ohio!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And the Colts coming out now. They're starting to put some space here. You know, the first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right? Trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Now they try the right side here. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Again, it's Bell. Gets through, and now an opening. That's shedding his way forward. Still shedding tackles. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers get the quick touchdown. He's got it within a touchdown at 28-21. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. He'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now Luck. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Here on this 3rd down, they could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now Brown. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out. And so far, they have started to do so.
Those 3 words we hear a lot, stay the course. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll go again with Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A minute 59 to go in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. Flushed out right. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
In motion right is Brown. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, Dobbs. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll try the right side with Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A give to Bell. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and man to go with that run.
And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. First and goal here from the 9. Shift together here from the D-line.
Let's go!
Here's Dobbs to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll bring them back within 4. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good, because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Fielded about a yard deep. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace.
He's got daylight. 20, 10, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Colts add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And now running right through it. Bell so light on his feet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Dobbs. He's going deep for Brown. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And the D looking like they may blitz. They'll give this to Bell running right. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And he motions the wide receiver. Off of play action. Luck. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. They'll send Hilton in motion right. Play clock winding down. Now a play fake, and it's locked. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On second down, it's Bell. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following the sparkling display of footwork. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And the Steelers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Dobbs to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Locke. Caught left side by Hilton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. But he's got his man Hilton. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Going to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down. Back to throw, Luck. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Red zone opportunity. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They come out here in the
you